Hi, I'm Robert, and today I'm going to show you how I quickly and easily transform these 3 images. In this video, I'll be editing 3 images I took in Coronado Island, 2 daytime images, and 1 shot at twilight. It was a 200-mile round-trip journey to go down to Coronado Island in San Diego to take these images. It was a fun trip that I did with a friend back in 2014. Let's get started editing this first image. We'll start at the bottom like we usually do. Make sure we're on the current version. We're going to skip vignetting. Let's go up to constrain crop. To level this image, let's zoom in on the horizon and go to our rotate tool. That looks level. Now we'll go up, remove chromatic aberrations, and enable profile corrections. Let's go up and do our standard sharpening, 100 of sharpening. And we'll apply a mask. Hold down Alt. We'll sharpen everywhere except the sky. We'll skip the color panel for now and go up to the basic panel. Let's bring the highlights all the way down and we'll open up the shadows. That's a little too much, so let's back it down. Now we'll set our white point by looking at the histogram. We'll increase the white point until we start clipping in the histogram, and then we'll back it down. And we'll do the same for the black point. Bring it down until we clip, then bring it back up 1 click. Now to darken the sky, let's go down to our HSL panel, click on luminance, and we're going to darken the blues. Then we'll go to saturation, add a little more saturation into the blues. And that's our final image. Real quick and easy. Let's move on to the next one. This image was shot just north of the Coronado Bay Bridge, looking towards downtown San Diego. Let's get started. We're at the current version. We're not going to apply any vignetting, and let's straighten this image. There we go. As always, click on these 2 boxes and do our standard sharpening. We'll skip the color panel, go up to the basic panel, bringing our highlights down and our shadows up. That's a little high, so we'll bring it back down. Now we'll set our white point. This time we're going to clip a little bit more, but I'm going to bring the histogram more towards the right. Now let's bring the black point down to add some contrast. So the sky is looking a little bright, so let's go down to luminance and darken the sky by using the blue slider. And I'm also going to add some saturation. Our skyline is still a little bright, so let's use this easy trick. Grab the radial circle tool, stretch it out over the skyline, position it. We'll reset all of our sliders, and let's bring the exposure down. Just negative 0.2. Let me show you before and after. Here's before and after. You could also use the brush tool, but that would take more time. Let's brighten up these rocks just slightly. We can do it using the grad tool. We'll bring it up. We can press O to see the areas that we're going to be affecting. Reset our sliders, and we'll bring the exposure up. Just slightly. And that's our final image. Let's move on to our third image, which is the Coronado Bay Bridge, but at night. Let's get started as always at the bottom, and we'll work our way up. We're at the current version. We're not going to add a vignetting, and we're going to straighten this image. The images aren't straight because I was using a Canon 40D that did not have a built-in leveler at the time. Remove our chromatic aberrations and enable profile corrections. Let's add some sharpening, then a mask. Hold down Alt for our mask. We'll sharpen until here. Now let's go up to our basic panel. We'll bring our highlights down and our shadows up. Now we'll bring the exposure up with the white slider. And we'll add in a little contrast with the black slider. The image looks a little warm, so let's bring down the color temperature slightly. And now, since the image was shot at night, let's darken the sky up using luminance and blue. Now it looks more like a night image. We'll also add some saturation to our blues. I want a more monochromatic blue image, so I'm going to remove some of the color casts that's in these pillars. There's orange and yellow in here. We'll do that with a saturation slider. We'll bring down the orange channel as well as the yellow. So now this image mostly contains blue and white. Let's take a look at the before and after our HSL work. This is the after. Now this is the before and after. So we really darkened up the sky and we removed slight orange and yellow color cast from the pillars. We were able to quickly and easily edit all three of these images in just a few minutes. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.